Let's kick things off though today with our daily dish. Corn season has begun, so Randy is up with the perfect corn roast and all the seasoning options you could possibly load on. Here's what you're going to need to follow along. Corn with the husk on. You need butter, a sink full of water, smoked salt and pepper, spiced citrus zest, crushed Cheetos, shaved Parmigiana, roast garlic Sriracha, rosemary toasted sesame, and salt and vinegar crumble. Cheetos, did I just say Cheetos? Okay, Randy. This sounds very good, and you say the key is to soak it?
I love the sweet corn. I can't wait. As soon as it gets into season, I've got to pile up on it, invite a small bubble over, and have a corn party to celebrate. So let's start with the bare essentials, the corn itself. How do you pick the perfect ear or cob? Well, first thing you want to do is remember when you went and bought shoes with your mom and she'd feel your toe and say, no, it's too far to the end. You don't want it too far to the end. You don't want it too back. You want to feel like your son's in about grade 3 and you're trying to buy a pair of shoes for grade 4. Next, you want to see that the silk here is a lightly dried, but not too dry. So dried out, a little bit of brown, but still has some moisture to it. And you see everyone at the store opening up. You don't need to do that. You just need to feel it here, feel it there, make sure the silk is there. But just for conversation's sake, yes, it is perfect. So there we go. Now you pick the perfect corn. Everybody hates peeling the corn. Did you have to peel corn when you were younger, Tracy?
Absolutely. It's a rite of passage in my house.
You know, we would sit on the steps and Dad would give us the grocery bags and the silk would stick to your hands and you'd be out there. It was a pain in the butt. So now that I'm a grown-up, I'm not going to put my son through that, and I don't want to deal with it either. So I soak the corn in water. If you can soak it for anything like 30 minutes to 2 hours is better. And then what that's going to do, it's going to like hydrate the corn itself, but it's going to get the husk wet. So when we throw it on the barbecue, what happens is two things. The corn cooks because of the dry heat, but it steams it because of the wet heat in the husk. And it also puts in a lot more flavor to the corn. So after we take a look at this steamy, gorgeous treat. Now you're going to get more flavor because you did it in the husk. The silk comes right down. It's super clean. And now you also don't need corn holders. You simply take some butcher twine and tie that sucker up. Look at that. Silk comes off easily. Oh, now, what do we do now? We've got the perfect corn. We've got the husk back. We get some melted butter in a 1-liter mason jar. You want to do it half full because when you put the corn in, oh, it comes up. Give it a little swirl. You like butter with your corn, Tracy?
Always, and I want all the butter with my corn, absolutely.
So now you're standing here and you've got the perfect corn that's been roasted. So we've got a roast garlic Sriracha, which is basically just some roasted garlic with some spicy Sriracha. I've got lemon, lime, orange zest with a little bit of spicy salt. I've got some rosemary roasted sesame seeds, which are just incredible, a little salt and pepper in there. And yes, the one you heard about, the Cheetos, Tracy. This is like corn 2 ways. What is better than having corn on the cob? It's having a dehydrated, salty corn snack, but this is the chili flavor, so extremely spicy and cheesy. You know where I'm going to get back to. Now, this one says salt and vinny crushed, but it's actually dill pickle because my 9-year-old was at the grocery store with me when we were shopping, and I told him we needed salt and vinegar, and he said, no way, Dad, it's dill pickle. But if you want your kids to eat corn, let them pick the potato chips, smash it all out, put it on a plate, watch them go crazy. Now I feel like this one's a little bit more for the adults because we're going to do smoked salt and pepper. Basically just an expensive smoked salt, a little bit of pepper. You can drizzle it on, you can roll it around. And then if you have any Italian friends, you know exactly where they're going, down to the shaved Parmesan Reggiano. So Tracy, where do you want me to dip this? This one's for you.
Cheetos. Cheetos all the way. I thought I was seeing things when I was looking at my script. It said Cheetos. Put in the Cheetos.
Wait till you see this. So you just come along and you just push this down and then you just get that rolled around in there like this and it just picks up all those Cheeto flavors. And then you have the perfect spicy corn on the cob.
Go eat it, eat it. You've got my permission. Please enjoy it on my behalf. Oh yeah, baby. Thank you, Randy. He's